Illustrator in 12-Step Recovery. I go by the name 12 Drawings. I have an ongoing project making illustrations inspired by the original writings of Bill Wilson in the book Alcoholics Anonymous, which he wrote in 1930s, late 1930s. And the basic text of the book has not changed since. There is a place on page 37, which is to me a very significant page in the big book, where he's still introducing the reader to the realities of what an alcoholic is like, and by extension, addicts and people with other insane compulsions. He describes what he calls the Jaywalker. And to just summarize, it's someone who enjoys dashing across a busy street. Even though cars may be coming, he doesn't care. He just loves running in front of fast-moving vehicles. He has broken his arm. He's broken his leg. He, by the end of the story, has broken his back. And yet he goes out and tries to do it again. He is presented as well, just not an entirely wise person, to say the least. The quote from page 37, our behavior is as absurd and incomprehensible with respect to the first drink as that of an individual with a passion, say, for jaywalking. So here's the drawing of the Jaywalker. And in the original drawing, I had vehicles on it. I really wanted to emphasize he's doing what he's doing whether there's danger or not. In this case, no one is coming, but he doesn't care. He's just running with complete abandon. What I learned from it after thinking about this for a very long time was, is he insane? Is he just a fool, like a clown in a circus? A clown who runs back and forth the street and occasionally gets bonked on the head by a passing vehicle. And that he just needs to wise up. He needs to be smart. He needs to be like these folks way back here in the background, crossing at the green light, or like this fellow in the foreground, crossing at the crosswalk. Is that the message that that I got out of reading the Big Book of AA? That alcoholics are just kind of dumb, and they need to smarten up. They're clueless about their own behavior, and if they would just stop and think about it, they would realize that and they would stop. I think this is a case where you need to go to 12drawings.com and actually read about the Jaywalker in the metaphors section, because there's a lot to unpack here. But the shortest way to say it is, I think he's actually a very intelligent, perhaps well-educated, perhaps completely normal guy with only one flaw. That is, he loves taking shortcuts. Wherever he is on this side of the street, if he sees he wants to be on the other side of the street, he doesn't want to be bothered to walk just a few steps down to a crosswalk and wait like a boring dullard at the red light until it finally turns green, and then go along behind the old lady with the shopping cart and the lady pushing the stroller and the person with an umbrella, and then finally coming back and reaching his destination. No, why would he do all that? He can just dash across the street, and I'm saying he'll be there in 3 seconds instead of 5 or 10 minutes. And to him, that seems so smart. Why would you not do that? Why would you not take a 3-second dash to save yourself 5 minutes? You're an important guy. You've got places to be. The rules don't apply to you. You're going to take a little shortcut, and your friends are going to laugh later and say, man, you are a daredevil. And he can say, don't I know it? Watch, I'm going to do it again. And when I say he's a normal guy, what I mean is he just doesn't like being bored. That's the only thing wrong with him. He'd rather have an exciting run across the street risking his life, getting his adrenaline flowing, and getting to the other side of the street with his heart pounding, with a story to tell, and everybody in the street turning to look at him. That is what I believe Bill Wilson may have been trying to communicate is different about the alcoholic. Not that they're a slow, stupid clown like in a circus, but that they're actually a person who's just got a very poor sense of proportion about their priorities, and their thinking is not too straight. In fact, that's his definition of alcoholic insanity, is the lack of proportion and the lack of the ability to think straight. And the Jaywalker appears on the same page where Bill Wilson makes that definition of alcoholic insanity. That's what I think. You're welcome to disagree with me. Please see more at TwelveDrawings.com. Thanks for listening.